What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Baby Baseball channel. It's an Orange Friday, and we have a major move, a major transaction by the San Francisco Giants. And we've got, well, it's a former Cy Young Award winner, and not too long ago, 2021, injury prone, recently had Tommy John. Didn't expect this. A little bit exciting to have a big strikeout guy like Robbie Ray, but coming off Tommy John, he is signed through 2026, 2024. What kind of impact will he make? May not even be back until July, August, so not much. And by that time, who knows where the Giants will be? And we have to ask, who did we give up for Robbie Ray? Another injury-prone pitcher, maybe not quite as intriguing, not quite as good. We already know all about Anthony DeSclafani, but also gave up a power hitter who's heading back to the Mariners in Mitch Haniger, another injury-prone guy, okay? So a lot of guys who can't stay healthy involved in this deal. But Mitch Haniger last year only played in 61 games. He's good for about 61 games. The year before that, he played in 57 with Seattle. Now he's going back to Seattle, hit just 209 for the Giants last year with a mere 6 home runs. So I'm not really tripping. I don't see Mitch Haniger as doing much. Now, probably he goes to Seattle and hits 40 home runs. What's going on, Brady Domino? I like this. Logan got rid of Disco. Could be somewhat even if both Ray and Haniger produce. Ray won't be coming back till July at all. So we add Snell, Webb, Snell. We add Snell, Webb, and Snell, and Ray as a three-headed monster. Sounds good in 2025. Believe Ray is locked up through 26. Ray is a UFA 2027. Okay, 2027. Giants winning World Series now with the clown emoji. Just tagged you on Twitter, but Giants added a cash to make this a cash neutral trade. Yeah, added cash on that. I didn't see the tag. I did get this actually from my emails where I got notified from Brandon. Thank you so much for Brandolino, 1959. Sent me a message, and he's pissed. LOL, new strategy, injured pitchers owed $70 million, traded for injured a-holes, $35 million. It's like, what an effing smartass. Farhan is a disease. Is not happy. Always trying to game the system. All his dudes shuffling around. It's madness. Well, Anthony DeSclafani, this is the problem. He's been hurt as well. But I think he'll be ready to pitch again before Ray. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I was thinking that DeSclafani would be back pretty quickly. And then I also was hopeful that Mitch Haniger would finally get healthy again, get back to his 20-plus home run production, and maybe push 30, but I wasn't too optimistic about it. Now, though, that's out the window. And you have Robbie Ray working his way back from Tommy John. He just had it in May. He's not going to come back till after the All-Star break. Let's just be honest. 32 years old, not old, but not young. $73 million on his contract over the next 3 years. He has an opt-out. Okay, I'm just finding out now he has an opt-out after 2024. So he might just opt out if he has a big year. But if he doesn't have a big year, if he pulls a Ross Stripling, he'll be back. Mariners also reportedly working on a second trade with the Rays, by the way. So we'll keep an eye on that for Luke Raley for Jose Caballero. So we'll keep an eye on that. But we got Big Weeze opt out after 24. But since he is getting paid $25 million in 25, 26, I doubt he, unless he just comes in and has a all-star season. Or not even an all-star season, but like a borderline. Mariners fanatic is here. What's going on? Huge trade. Mariners fanatic. We need to do another Mariners preview. I'm glad we didn't do it too soon because obviously this move is going to have major impact on each side. Glad we got rid of Robbie. Okay, so yeah, Robbie Ray, obviously, like I said, is a former Cy Young Award winner, but that was just 1 year. That was in 21. Other than that, he's been up and down. He's had terrible years with the Diamondbacks where he suddenly can't find the strike zone. He's always been a high strikeout guy, high strikeout, high walk. When he gets those walks under control, he can be dominating. But with the Mariners, he was injured all last year. He didn't in 2023. He was not a factor. I think he made like one appearance, maybe two. He didn't do anything. So the year before, he was okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, man. Mariners fanatic, like he was okay at best. He was decent. And then the year before that with the Blue Jays is when he won the Cy Young. So the Mariners signed a Cy Young Award winner. He gets hurt. He has Tommy John. They decide to move on from him. You pick up Mitch Haniger. So you pick up another pitcher you can throw in the rotation, pretty much the equivalent, maybe a lower ceiling. I mean, you never know. Ray could turn back to that Cy Young form, but doubtful. But you also get your guy back, Mitch Haniger. So I see why Mariners are happy with this trade. They weren't huge on Robbie Ray anyway. Haniger's back. Jays fan here, but Haniger's only right as a Mariner. Ben's pitching clip. We got Rare. Good afternoon, Rory. What's going on? Early stream today. We are not playing. Don't expect much from Ray at all. I think Farhan was willing to do this because the payroll is very low, 2025 and further. Obviously, had Haniger had a big 2023, there's no way this happens. Because you wouldn't trade away Haniger, but Haniger sucked last year. He did nothing for us. 6 home runs. He hit 39 in 2021, the same year that Ray won that Cy Young. We're looking for 2021 versions of these players. I don't know if we're going to get it. This could be enough. I mean, this deal actually hurts the Giants for the upcoming months because we only lost players and money. We lost players and money for someone who's coming back in July. He'll probably go on rehab with Sacramento River Cats. I'll definitely try to get some footage there and go check that out. If that happens, I'm assuming that'll happen. He'll have a start or two in Sacramento. But yeah, we're not going to see him until it might be too late by the time he shows up. Say the Giants are out of it. He shows up. Giants don't make the playoffs. We're looking at 2025 before Ray is even I mean, he could. Now we could still be in it. And he comes in and gives this team a jolt. That's what's hopeful. But coming off Tommy John, usually it takes some time. It takes some time. You don't usually just come back and, win the Cy Young or come back and pitch like you did then. What's up, Steve? Losing Haniger kind of hurts those things as he could play, go deep in our ballpark. As a righty, our lefties struggle to go deep in our ballpark. Ray's on the IL to start the year. Giants always trade for bad players. A solid move for the Giants. The outfield was way over there. Outfield was a little overcrowded. Opens a spot for Belly. It very well could. Bellinger. And Kim doesn't like to trade Bellinger, up and down player throughout his career. But when he's good, he is good. And he had a great year in 2023. Robbie's no trade clause ended at the start of 2024. LOL, Jerry wasted no time. So he had a no trade clause that just ended. And Jerry said, we're moving this dude. I like that. He didn't waste no time. Why didn't the Giants just keep Gosman? Well, Gosman became a free agent. He was less expensive than Ray. In retrospect, should have. LA supporter. I wanted Ray so bad when he's a free agent after he won the Cy Young. Justin Lamas. Yeah, I feel, but the deal is done. It's official. Robbie Ray is a Giant. Pitched in one game, actually, in 2023. Just one game. He allowed 3 runs in 3 1/3. That's it. And then he had a left flexor tender strain and decided Tommy John. It was time for Tommy John. And, yeah, I mean, it was a 5-year, $115 million deal, a huge deal. Remember, Bumgarner's was like 5 years, $80 million, $85 million. So this was a huge deal. I mean, he just won the Cy Young. So didn't work out, but the Giants kind of bail out the Mariners here, give back a fan favorite in Haniger. Mariners fans are over the moon right now. They're getting Haniger back and another pitcher to kind of replace Ray. I mean, I'm not saying that DeSclafani is going to go there and be good, but at least you got a starter to replace Ray, who wasn't any good anyway in Seattle. So I definitely see why Mariners fans are happy. Giants fans, I don't know. I don't know. I got a bad feeling about that. This is not going to be huge, but there's always a chance. Robbie Ray comes back in 2025 healthy and dominates and gets back to, that strikeout stuff is there. He's not old. Like I said, 32, 33. Okay. So we'll see. But Robbie Ray's upside is better than Disco's upside. That's a true fact. But it's a lot more money owed. Opens up a spot in the outfield. We're saying Mitch Haniger can't stay healthy, and even when he was healthy, wasn't doing much. Now we have to find the clearance Mitch Haniger jerseys, if there are any out there. Pick those up, because now those are going to be selling like hotcakes. Well, I don't know about hotcakes, but at least they'll be worth a little something now that he's back in Seattle. But yeah, man, it is what it is. This deal is done. I was gonna go live tonight anyway, just to update on some of the happenings around Major League Baseball. But let me, what you guys think here? Robbie Ray to San Francisco. Mitch Haniger is gone. Mitch Haniger, a 1-year experiment, completely failed experiment. The Giants do have room now. The Giants do have room now if they want to try to grab another outfielder. The outfield is still we're good in the outfield even without Haniger. We already had plenty of outfielders. Not to mention some good prospects down in the minors that could come up. But with the signing of Jung-Hoo Lee, Yaz, Matos was looking good. Fitzgerald was looking good. We picked up TJ Hopkins in a trade. Obviously Slater, and we should be good out there. But there is room for one more. Jung-Hoo Lee is his position's on lock, and you could say Yaz. Other than that, Slater, Matos, Fitzgerald, Hopkins. I mean, am I forgetting someone? Jock is a free agent. Am I forgetting someone? I feel like we now have room to throw out there. Conforto. I'm forgetting Conforto. Conforto as well. I get the. I let Mitch Haniger and Conforto were like I combined as one. Yeah, forgot about Conforto. So there's also Conforto. So if you have Conforto on lock, Yaz on lock, Jung-Hoo Lee on lock, but you could throw one more guy in there, and then they can fight for the 3 opening spots. So you can throw a Belly in there. Forgot about Conforto. What's up? Overpay for Bellinger. Only downside is we won't see Ray until midseason. That's a major downside. Chardol is here. This is a terrible deal for the Giants. Another guy who will bring 0 fans to the stadium and sell 0 jerseys. He may sell 2 or 3 jerseys. 32 years of age. Eric, should this be a sign that the Giants are looking to load up for 25? I think we're, I don't want to just like tap out any season before the year starts, but yeah, we're looking at 25 right now. We were supposed to be ready by 23, 24. That 2021 year might have been that year that the Giants won all those games, 107 games, might have thrown off the plans because the Giants thought they were all that in a bag of chips. So we didn't focus on the future as much. And look what happened. So what's up, Hunter? So I think that we have to start thinking about that, thinking about 2025 as well as 24. And this is kind of a deal that could do that unless he opts out. So Robbie Ray, welcome to San Francisco. Let's see what the fan reaction is. We'll look at the Giants tweet here. I looked at a few, but extend Farhan now. Damn, Joey. Joey loves Farhan. Feels like he signed a deal with Manchester United. Manchester United? What you know about Manchester United? Dude, what you know about Manchester? Is this Manchester United all day? I got the freaking jerseys. Okay, this is Manchester. What they know about that? Just happen to be sitting right next to a Manchester jersey. This happened fast. Thoughts? Does Farhan know Ray is out until July? Oh, I hope he knows. 32-year-old coming off Tommy John. Wow, amazing move, Farhan. Forever Giants Disco and Hanny. 100%. There's Ray. There's his uniform with no body. Salary dump. Robbie Ray makes $21 per year till 26. Haniger signed till the end of this year with a player option for 25 and 19 million. Disco signed till the end of the year for 12 million. Robbie Ray recovering from Tommy John, but Giants have not sure, but you got fleeced. If I had to pick a winner right now, but you never know who the winner is in a trade until you see how it pans out. I see the Mariners as getting a power hitter who's been there before, who's had big seasons in Seattle, heading back there. You get another pitcher who knows, who could be even better than Ray. And the Giants get a Robbie Ray who has been up and down his career. He's had terrible years. He loses his control. He's coming off Tommy John. My phone's ringing. So I think the Mariners. I like them. I like it for the Mariners a little more, but we'll wait and see. We got a 50 peso Yogi Do. As a Mariners fan, I don't know how to feel about this one. Congratulations to the Giants fan. Maybe Ray is better than Anthony DeSclafani, but we don't know how Mitch might turn out. Yeah, if it was just a Ray for Disco, even then you're like, well, DeSclafani might be healthy before Ray. Ray has had some horrible. Ray is when Ray's at his worst, dude. Teams are trying to get rid of him. The Diamondbacks were like, dude, how do we move this dude? 2020 COVID year, he was 1-4 with a 7.84 ERA and 7 starts, 31 innings, 31 walks. He couldn't keep people off the base paths. Gave up 9 home runs in 31 innings. Home run derby, walk machine. Yes, he still struck guys out, but 1-4, 7.84. That's when the Diamondbacks sent him to the Blue Jays. And all of a sudden in 21, he wins the Cy Young. He's kind of like the pitching version of Bellinger. Either awesome or freaking terrible. Either awesome or absolutely horrific. So that's the deal. Here's the Jeff Passan tweet. Robbie Ray coming off Tommy John, owed $73 million over the last 3 years of his contract, although he has an opt-out after 2024, expected to return after the All-Star break. Mariners getting ready to take aim at Blake Snell. Who knows? Giants may still be, Blake Snell really wants to be a Yankee now. I heard that. Jim Riley, Ball Cap Sports. But, yeah, I kind of feel like the Mariners might end up looking good in this trade in the long run, and I say that as a Giants fan. Not gonna lie about that. I'm not pissed about it because I don't think we lost anything overly valuable. But Mitch Haniger not Mitch Haniger, but Mitch Haniger. Who knows? He does have power. But I was gonna say, DeSclafani will have some good starts. He will get hot and he'll start. He can look good at times, and I was looking forward to seeing Mitch out there this year. So. Robbie Ray, man, interesting gamble. That says it right there. Dan Plaschke's. Robbie Ray, interesting gamble. That's about as what it is. It's an interesting gamble. Here's the I don't know how many people voted. 116 votes. I'm gonna say Mariners won the trade. Let's see what the result is. Yeah, most people do agree Mariners with the slight edge on this trade. Thank you, Jogi Dude. $50. Imanaga still out there. 50 pesos. We got D Porter con $25. Feliz Año Nuevo y toda la familia de Home Baby, y espero que 24 sea un buen año para todos. Muchas gracias, amigo de Porter. Está aquí. Tenemos 95 personas aquí en el chat. Oh my goodness. Rory, feels like a safer move for the Mariners, as the Giants could turn out to be a steal or a disaster depending on how Ray comes back. Higher risk, reward. That's exactly it. We're rolling the dice. We're in the casino right now. What's up, Jason Corona? Jason. City Boys. Only remember Haniger striking out. Yeah, he did strike out once or twice. Thank you again for those super chats right there. Those are huge. Thank you so much. But I feel like we need to. Giants thought we could spare that outfielder. I thought we needed every opportunity we could to put together a powerful lineup. And when you trade someone like Haniger, now you're relying more on Conforto to stay healthy, Yaz to stay healthy and productive. Yeah, you're relying on more, and Jung-Hoo Lee is going to come over here, because the more options you have, hey, someone's going to be hurt. I didn't mind having an overcrowded outfielder because someone's going to get hurt. And when the person gets hurt, we're still good. We keep rolling with it. We need about 6 outfielders, like big league starting outfielders with the injury issues. Imanaga to Dodgers, they're going to go for the Japanese trifecta. It wouldn't shock me in the least. Can they even do that? Is there some kind of rule about, like, you can't sign every single freaking elite Japanese player? Because damn, Vita for life. The Moe is a wash. I think if Ray sucks, he costs 10 year more than Haniger next year, and then you're on the hook for 1 year, 25. Hardly a disaster if he sucks. Okay, yeah, maybe not a disaster, but did we clear some money off the books by trading Disco and Haniger? I know we gave them some money. Oh, D Port, a great piece by Matt Bush, by the way. Pretty shitty that Brandon Geyer got sued as well. Yeah, I remember that. Like freaking Bush stole his SUV. I thought he borrowed it, but either way, yeah. And Brandon Geyer, even if he loaned it to him, what is he getting sued for? You just throw the name in there. That's what lawsuits work. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. That video didn't do too well, but hopefully the next bust one will overtake it. I was working on my busts of the 2000s, and I was like, Matt Bush, man, he needs a video of his own before I even finish this video. I'm going to make a Matt Bush solo video. It didn't exactly take off. 2.3 thousand. I mean, I'll take that. Don't get me wrong. I'll take that. But I was hoping this thing was gonna take off, but it didn't. Thomas Stripling DFA. Stripling maybe DFA. We want to compete. We got to take the risks. Maybe they sign Bellinger now. Move Yaz or Conforto to DH. Bellinger's. Now we got Robbie Ray and Bellinger, the two riskiest. I mean, there was a tweet by somebody said like compared Bellinger to like Stan Musial. Stan Musial, like this. Really? I don't care what John Heyman, I don't care what stats you found. These stats put Bellinger in the category of Bonds, Acuna, and Musial. Get the actual F out of here. What the hell are you talking? What stats? What stats? What stats make Cody Bellinger Barry Bonds or Stan Musial? What the freak are you talking about? Like at his best when he was winning the Cy Young? Maybe, but he'd have to do that year after year after year after year after year for 20 years. Right? Am I tripping? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We might have a glitch. We might have a glitch because I just got a message. Thomas McCubbin gifted 50 Hum Baby baseball memberships. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not 10, not 15, not 20, not 25, not 28, not 30, not 33, not 40, not 42, not 45, not 47, not 49, 50! I don't even know what to say. I hadn't. Thank you. Thomas McCubbin has come through. Thank you, D Porter, Yogi Dude. 50 pesos, $25, and 50 gifties. 50 gifties. 50 gifties. Holy crap. I do appreciate that so much. And I need to put out some I'm going to make a note because that with 50 new members need to get some membership videos. We need to really push out the membership videos for this next month so that those 50 can see what it's all about. But thank you so much, Thomas McCubbin. I do appreciate that. Cy Young in 2021, Benz AMG. Bummer got here too late. Chest Rockwell. Sorry about that, Chest. You can always rewind. Be kind, rewind. How many of y'all remember renting VHS? Be kind, rewind. And you buy the separate rewinder so it doesn't wear out your VHS and it would go faster. You throw it in there. You know what's up with the freaking VHS? Yes. Thank you, Thomas. I think you just tripled my maybe quadrupled my my entire memberships program. That's very generous. I don't even know what to say. We're in a little bit of slow times lately in Hum Baby. We are in slow times right now. It's been rough. A year ago, we were killing it with the documentaries. Documentaries have been a little bit slower and not performing as well lately. But we're still coming strong. We're not giving up here at the Hum Baby Baseball channel. And it is done. The trade is done. Robbie Ray is a Giant. What else is going on? There's been some moves. there's been some moves. Harrison Bader, there were some rumblings earlier about Harrison Bader and the Giants. I don't know if you guys heard those, but evidently Harrison Bader, he ain't coming here. He's going to the New York Mets. Harrison Bader to the Mets, former Gold Glover, former Cardinal, and native New Yorker is heading to the Queens. Okay, we got Jesus Christ, my King. Is this a move for 2025? Sort of. It's a move for this year, but give me Hum Baby runs. We need some more Hum Baby runs. Losing Disco doesn't feel bad at all. Losing a healthy Mania feels worse. Yeah, Mania had some good point. Good. He started the year kind of him and both Mania and Stripling were like, these dudes suck. Stripling never really fixed that reputation. Mania kind of did, but we'll see. Did Mania sign somewhere? I think he's still a free agent, so who knows? I don't think the Giants will bring him back. I know the Mets have shown interest in both Mania and Hyunjin Ryu is out there. Ryu used to be a top free agent, but after injuries and underperformance, Ryu is not really looked upon as like a top guy, and I'm not sure when his health status and anything, but yeah, he's had trouble staying. He hasn't really had full season since 2021, but yeah, Ryu, another possibility who's out there. Sounds like a Giants type. But Harrison Bader signed. Going through just the top guys. Okay, we know Ohtani to the Dodgers, Yamamoto to the Dodgers, Bellinger unsigned yet, Chapman unsigned. Dodgers still have a chance to get the top 4 free agents. Nola re-signed with the Phillies. Snell is out there. Snell is a huge target. I would love to get Blake Snell. Eduardo Rodriguez signed with the Diamondbacks. Marcus Stroman is still out there. I wouldn't mind Stroman, but I think Jordan Montgomery would be even better. Montgomery's solid and a little more consistent, I think. Lucas Giolito signed with the Red Sox just recently. A little surprising move. The Red Sox finally make a big move. They haven't really done much. 2-year, $38.5 million deal for Lucas Giolito. Another guy who's off and on, but when he's hot with the White Sox. He's thrown a no-hitter, and we'll see how he does over in Boston. Kevin Kiermaier is re-signed with the Blue Jays. Sonny Gray to St. Louis. Rhys Hoskins, Josh Hader, Jung-Hoo Lee to the Giants. Hoskins and Hader still out there. Gurriel re-signed with the D-backs. Candelario to the Reds. Bader, like I just said, to the Mets. And then we have a whole bunch of free agents. Soler, Jock, Justin Turner, JD Martinez, Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson, I low-key am interested in because I'm not so sure that Luciano's the answer at shortstop. We got Kershaw out there. Hicks, Jordan Hicks. That'd be interesting. Hector Neris, Giancarlo Hernandez, Kenta Maeda went to the Tigers. Michael Walker to the Royals. Gary Sanchez, we had him. We had Gary Sanchez, and he sucked. He sucked with the River Cats. But yeah. Imanaga is in the Giants budget. Wish we could have landed Giolito. Mania. I thought Ryu went to Detroit. Did he? Trevor Bauer. What about Trevor Bauer? Apparently no team wants him. Apparently no team is willing to sign Trevor Bauer. And I find that kind of odd. But then again, Trevor Bauer was a little bit of controversial signing even before this latest saga, which he has not been charged. In my opinion, if you haven't been charged, much less, you haven't even been charged, much less convicted. I don't know. I find it hard to hold that against you, but at the same time, that doesn't mean you have to want a player. Just because they haven't been convicted of a crime doesn't mean you have to want them. And Trevor Bauer is somebody who will bring controversy to the team. He is someone who kind of likes attention. He always does things to bring him attention and will just, and I can see why a lot of teams are like, And besides that, he hasn't, when did he win the Cy Young? 2020, before Ray. So he hasn't won a Cy Young anytime recently. And unless he wants to sign on a very friendly, like low paying deal. I see why nobody would sign him. It's a little surprising that nobody wants him though. I mean, I'm not big on him because, like I said, I don't think he's a big. I don't know him obviously personally, but I just feel like ever since his debut, he's just doing stuff to like, look at me, I'm doing something weird. Look at me, I want attention, and it's not the kind of guy I'm into. Urias may very well be blackballed as well. Now Urias doesn't have that type of Urias kind of guy who quietly goes out there and does his job, but he's got off the field issues too. So we'll see. But you know, if Urias, and I haven't looked lately at what's going on with his case, it looks real bad. But like if he had his charges were dropped, and actually he's had a couple of situations though, some domestic violence situations. So I'd have to look into it before I say for sure. But just as far as his performance on the field, I would love to have Urias. As far as performance on the field, now if he's beating up his wife and beating up women all the time off the field, yeah, we'll take a pass on that. But I'd have to look into his situation. What's up, Logan? Yeah, Ray could be good at Oracle. Oracle could help out Ray. You know, and that's all that is, Ray. That's all that is, Ray. Burns, yeah, the trade. I didn't expect the trade. Luis Severino. Some of these guys, Tyler Malley, some of these guys have been good in the past. Look at how low Aroldis Chapman is. Why is Aroldis Chapman number 40? Why is Aroldis Chapman like not considered good anymore? Isn't he? I watched him in the World Series. He's hitting 101 on the gun. I know he's had some domestic violence in the past or something. I don't remember specifically, but obviously he was just pitching last year. I don't really get it. Like, even last year, he had to sign like a deal with the Royals just to get in the league. He ends up with a 2.45 ERA for the Royals, 53 strikeouts in 29 innings. The Rangers pick him up, 50 strikeouts in 29 innings. Am I missing something with this dude? Why does nobody like Chapman anymore? Can someone explain that to me? Because he seems pretty damn good to me. Maybe he's not as good as he was in his prime. Maybe he's not hitting 108 anymore. But god dang, you play to win the game. You play to win the game. Oh, Aroldis can't hit the strike zone? Hey, he can't hit the strike zone. Let me look. I'm bringing up the stats here. 29 innings, 16 walks. That's not great. But 50 strikeouts? And he still kept that ERA at, okay, 3.72 is not the best, but it was 2.45. Overall last year, 3.09. Dude, it's a weapon out of the bullpen. It's a weapon. It's a left-handed freaking weapon. Okay, now maybe with the three, if we didn't have the freaking three-batter minimum, maybe he'd be a lot more valuable. Does anybody think that he'd be a lot more valuable if we didn't have the bullshit three-batter minimum? But, I mean, this guy's he's got potential to come in and be a force out of the bullpen. We already got Camilo Doval. Dude, I mean, I'll take him, man. I'll take him. I don't care. He had some trouble hitting the strike zone. I've seen worse. Dude struck out 103 batters in 58 innings last year. He strikes out 2 batters per freaking inning. I'll take him, dude. I don't care. I'll take him. I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. He walks a few guys. That's a scary sight coming out of the bullpen. Just DFA Bart at this point. Even Sable produces a little more than him. Just a little shaky behind the plate, but his bat makes up for dropping all the strikes. Yeah, Sable is a little shaky behind the plate. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to DFA him if you can trade him or bring him to spring training, see what he can do. Maybe he tears it up in spring training. You know? Haniger gone. We'll bring an outfielder. Will Davies. I heard he was inconsistent last year. And who's not? What bullpen piece isn't inconsistent? I mean, you know what I'm saying? He could be switching back and forth with Camilo in the deadliest 1-2 punch. Thank you, Jason Corona. Thank you. I mean, he's down there at free agent number 40. I bet you could get him for a decent amount. Who's in on it? What's the deal with Aroldis Chapman? What's the rumors? Because he's not considered a top free agent, so we don't hear too much about it. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of rumblings about Roldis Chapman, but the Giants aren't going to get him. Unfortunately, Giants aren't going to get him. I'm just saying. Are we trying to win here? We trying to win here or what? If we are, I think we need to sign freaking players that are going to come out of the bullpen and scare the hell out of the batter and go out there and strike some guys out. And he's one of them. Camilo Doval's another. And hey, if Doval struggles, we got Chapman. If Chapman's pitching well. And there's a couple other, and not to mention Hader. Can we get Hader and Chapman? Ladies and gentlemen, Hader, Chapman, Doval. Holy Moses. I need some running shoes reviews, Hoka Conquests. I need to get some new ones. Cueto. I haven't heard about Cueto. Is he a free agent? Is he still with Chicago? He's a free agent. Just bring him back just for the fun of it, just to watch him in spring training. How did he do last year? He went to Miami. I forgot he got traded to Miami. Didn't pitch too well over there. He may be retiring. He's what, 37? Yep, 37, about to turn 38. He may be towards the end of his career. After that, struggles over in Miami at a 6.02 ERA. May get a minor league deal. If he's willing to do a minor league deal, we'd be more than happy to sign him. But minor league deal, head to AAA, depth type piece, I think, at this point in his career. Entertain the AAA fans, maybe. And if he pitches well, yeah, you bring him up. Mitch Garver to the Mariners. Jason Hayward re-signed with the Dodgers. I didn't care. I was like, that's fine. I don't see Jason Hayward being a force over there, and that's just one less roster spot that the Dodgers can put some insanely good player. G-Man Choi's out there. Garrett Cooper's out there. Carlos Santana is out there. Frankie Montas to the Reds. Ahmed Rosario. And Donnie Barrels is a free agent. So Donnie Barrels, we might have room for Donnie Barrels to bring him back. I wouldn't be mad about that at all. That's the top 50 free agent recap for today's video. And we got 101 in the chat. 101. I didn't mean to do that. 101 in the chat. We did it. It's a boy. Oh, my God. Farhan making a move like this, going through labor. Jim Thurlkill. Eric. Esto. Tu Ryuto Toronto video is classic. That spit, that cereal spit. I don't even remember. I don't remember. What did I do? I vaguely remember that. When did I make that video? Right there. 4 years ago. I got short-term memory. I can't remember what I ate this morning.
And he drives it into right center field. Hit it, Todd. Let's baby.
I got to do stuff like that again. Oh, man. I vaguely remember that. Vaguely. That's a good one, man. I got to do stuff like that. I have a Cueto autograph. I got to remember one where I got hit with a baseball or something. But I got a Cueto autograph that got in Visalia when he was on rehab. Busted out the Spanish, asked for the signature. He signed my ball first and only a couple after that. Yeah, I need to ask for more autographs. Sometimes there's a guy warming up. I'm the only one there. And I was like, hey, but I'm just like, I feel kind of weird doing it because I'm like older than they are at this point. But Giants never do anything right. But I do love autographs. I do collect autographs. Sign superstar players. That's the only way to fix this team. Joe Boyd. What's up with the comments on this video? How many views this video get? 5.2K? Oh my gosh. I was killing it back then. Yeah. That's a classic right there, the cereal spit. We'll do that again. I'll do that again. I'll do that throwback again. I keep on closing out the, I don't mean to do that. Okay, ladies and gents, we've been live for 40 minutes. It's an Orange Friday. I think Ray will be a starter. I mean, he may possibly start out as a bullpen piece, maybe, but just to get him going. But I would guess he will be a starter. I guess he will be a starter. I think we pretty much recapped everything. I mean, I'm not in love with the trade, but I'll tell you that if Robbie Ray was healthy and ready for opening day, I'll be on cloud nine. I'd be like, hell yes, we need pitching. We got pitching, but he's not. He's not even going to be back till freaking July. So, and coming off Tommy John at that. So that's the problem. Even, you know, that's my problem with it, to be honest. But, you know, I had to go live for this trade. It's a done deal. Robbie Ray is a Giant. The Giants are going to, you know, hype this up like we picked up, you know, Cy Young himself. But I don't know if they'll do it as much as Jung Hoo Lee, since he's not even going to be able to pitch until July. But yeah, 2017 All-Star, 2017, dude, 2017, 2021 All MLB First Team, 2021 AL Cy Young Award. It's a decent resume, but this is 2024. So all I care about is 2024. Ben Caspick. Robbie Ray won't pitch till after the All-Star break. Alex Cobb will miss time to start the season. Oh, Lord. Anthony DeSclafani was moved in this trade. If anything, this very, very interesting trade makes the Giants even more likely than they already were to add high-end pitching. Oh, I like that positive spin on it. Like, this makes it even more likely to add starting pitching, because now we've only lost pitchers to start the year. We haven't gained anything until July. Ben Caspick with the hot take. Adam Doctorero. Adding Ray and shedding Haniger and DeSclafani frees up about $6 million in 24 for the Giants. When you compare their annual average values, Ray has an opt-out after 24, so he could be completely off the books by 25 as well. Yeah, it is what it is, ladies and gents. Imanaga's in the cards. Here's Ben Caspick's video. Is it a short?
Major trade between the San Francisco Giants and Seattle Mariners today, as the Giants are sending Mitch Haniger and Anthony DeSclafani to Seattle in exchange for 2021 Cy Young Award winner Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray, though, had Tommy John surgery after making one start last year. He's not expected to return this year until after the All-Star break, but importantly, he is under contract for 2 additional seasons after 2024. He can opt out after 2024, but it's doubtful to me that he would, given that he's going to be like 33 years old entering 2025, and he's, like I said, going to miss the first half of the year. And the Giants get this Cy Young type potential for 2 players who just weren't performing well for them, and it was a logjam in the outfield. And moving on from Haniger, it's just, to me, like an A, if not A+ trade for the Giants, and we'll break it down later on today on Locked On Giants, where it's your team.
I don't know about an A+ trade, because we do have to see how Haniger does. Haniger has potential. He didn't play well last year. For all we know, he's been rehabbing this offseason, and he's, you know, about to have a monster year, or at least a big year with Seattle. Let's just say Haniger goes out, hits 30 home runs for Seattle, stays healthy, has a big year over there. Let's just say DeSclafani also pitches well over there, and he's, you know, serviceable in the rotation. And then what if Ray comes out and he's just walking everyone like he did in Arizona, and then we have to bring him back in 25 because he doesn't opt out? That's the worst case scenario. Steven Ortega, did you read my comment? Just did. Thoughts on the Epstein list? Oh, we can't talk about that on the. We can't talk about that on over here, Steven Ortega. Okay, we can't be losing half my subscribers. Let's just be honest. Rory, Jim Bowden said earlier today, Giants, Angels, Cubs, and Red Sox finalists for Imanaga. Giants, Angels, Cubs, and Red Sox. Imanaga. It has to happen. Typical Farhan sign a dude who's injured, and that was a 3 years ago with an out clause move. Crap move. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't give it an A+ like Ben. I mean, Ben's pretty optimistic guy. He's like, and I try to be, but I'm not probably as much. I would say it's a trade that makes sense for both sides, but I think the Giants have the ultimate upside because we have a former Cy Young Award winner. So I told you best case for the Mariners, best case for the Giants. Haniger keeps not staying healthy, can't hit, sucks. I mean, I don't hope for that, but he doesn't play well. DeSclafani's average at best, not too good. And then we get a 2025. First of all, he comes back strong in 24 and gives us a little jolt. Maybe helps us get us over the top in 24 and really make a push to the playoffs. And then in 25, he has a fully healthy year and he returns to all-star form, if not Cy Young form. That would be the best case scenario. Did you like DeSclafani and Wood? Oh yeah. I like them when they're pitching well. Wood is nice. I mean, these are our bottom of the rotation arms. You need some of those guys, but we also need top of the rotation arms. That's what wins. Guess what gets you in the playoffs? Wood and DeSclafani don't get you in the playoffs. Wood and DeSclafani get you in the playoffs when they're number 4 and 5, and you got a top 3. Boom, boom, boom. We got Webb. We got Cobb. Okay, Cobb will have his rough starts, but when he's healthy, he can be dominant. And I'm starting to like Cobb quite a bit. So you have Webb, you have Cobb. Right now, we don't have Ray. Am I forgetting somebody? I mean, I know we have some young guys there who are competing. Obviously, Kyle Harrison, but Kyle Harrison remains to be seen. Ben is definitely on the optimistic side. Reality is nobody knows how these players will perform. We'll have to wait and see. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. Soler won't come to San Francisco. Probably not. And I don't think we're going to sign a full-time DH. Logan's asked about 20 times about this. This is in the workings. It's in the workings. I'm working on so much stuff. I'm working on a lot of stuff. Documentaries take time. And I don't know. I'm running like 6 channels and I'm also running another business that's not even on YouTube. And I have a couple other things I do that, so it get real busy, but 119 are here. Holy shite. If you want a former Cy Young Award winner, sign Greg Maddux. No one has gone after him yet. I know. Yeah. Just because you're a former Cy Young doesn't mean crap unless you just won it like Snell. Snell just won it. Snell just won it. Would you sign Zach Greinke for single year low contract? Yes. Just because he's Zach Greinke and he's funny. But Zach Greinke is, how old is he? He's got to be pushing 40. How old is he? He is 40. He is 40. He just turned 40. Zach Greinke is 40 years of age, but I'm 43 and I feel great. So this is fine. But then again, I haven't pitched 20 years in the big leagues. He went 2-15. That is the worst record I've ever seen in my life. I didn't know it was that bad until just this moment. I know he wasn't good, but 2-15. That's hard to do. 2-15. 5.06 ERA, 142 innings. He struck out 97. He's never been a super. I mean, it's been a while. It's been like several years since he was any good at striking guys out with consistency. The walk rate is solid. Only 23 walks. Maybe he had bad run support, but his ERA is over 5. This looks kind of like a minor league contract is invite to spring training type deal. After going 2-15, he may retire. And he's never been affiliated. He's never been on the Giants. He's never had a Giants connection. He's mostly, been in the American League. He pitched for the Brewers for a little bit, Dodgers here for a little bit. But, he wasn't actually, Diamondbacks, Dodgers. He was in the National League West for a while. It's not out of the question, but You know, hey, former Cy Young Award winner, 2009. 2009. You guys remember 2009? Dude, that's been a long time. If you get even Naga and Snell to go with Ray eventually, then we get something. Eric, 100%. Shortstop right now looks like Luciano. Bring back the freak, Cy Young. Not surprised about the trade. Robbie Ray is good, but I'm worried about him because he's currently recovering from Tommy John. Exactly. That's the problem. Thank you again, Mr. McCubbin. Great update from a Rangers fan, Woeful Pie. I went to Globe Life last season and in 2021. Are the Giants playing there this year? I don't know, but that's an awesome stadium. That's an awesome stadium. And from the outside, it doesn't look like nothing special. But once you're in there, especially when you're outside in the 108 degrees and you walk in there like, oh, yes, this is nice. Willie Adames, possibly. My Yankees are going to destroy the Dodgers this season. I hope so. I hope so. I hope you do. The World Series, Yankees-Dodgers World Series. We'll see who I pick. My predictions video, not too long away now. I think this was just a move to clear out roster spots, maybe showing big moves on the horizon. Yeah. So we'll see, ladies and gents. But the trade is done. I want to thank you all for jumping in today for this emergency live stream. It is a Orange Friday. And we got rid of a $14.5 million Haniger and a $12 million DeSclafani for a $23 million Robbie Ray. The cut is about $3.5 million. Crazy the type of money that these teams deal with like it's nothing. Just millions and millions of dollars. Billions if you think of Major League Baseball as a whole. It's just billions of dollars going around. And players making millions. At one point, they used to get. I think they changed it, but they used to get $100 cash on a road when you go on the road. Literally, these multimillionaires, they would hand out $100 bills to each player so they for meal money for the day. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Imagine being like a multimillionaire. You go on a road trip and your job gives you a $100 bill. Take care of your meal money. Oh, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. We got Jason Ortiz. Yeah. No, it clears some room in the outfield. Maybe saves a couple dollars. And it looks like it's clearing the way for another move. So we'll see. Maybe the Giants are in on Bellinger or another outfielder or a pitcher. We'll see. Maybe I think this trade is okay, but I'm glad Mitch Haniger is gone from the Giants. Jesús Valdez Valenzuela, Chullón, Béisbol y Música. ¿Tienes un canal? Parece que hay un canal. Jesús Valdez Valenzuela, Chullón, Béisbol y Música. Y Música. Robbie Ray, vamos. Luis Bettencourt. Muchas gracias a todos los que están aquí. 100, más que 100 aquí. Miles de personas. We had thousands of overall viewers in this video. And I do thank you. Bumgarner, career is pretty much over. It's over. Unless he wants to do a minor league deal. Invite to spring training, AAA. That dude he's been on the biggest stage in baseball, and I don't think he'll be doing that. We'd love to see this clear the way for Bellinger, but who are we kidding? And if we get Bellinger, we'll be excited, but don't get hopes up too high. Bellinger can hit 220. Bellinger can fall apart. His bat is, but I'd love to see him hitting bombs into McCovey Cove. So we'll see. We do got to do the Immaculate Grid. Okay, I'm going to knock this out. I'm going to knock out the Giants one. Giants, Rangers. Let's do some rarity. What about Joe Nathan? What do we got? About 3%? 4%. Giants, White Sox. Johnny Cueto. Feel it because he's more recent. He might be a more popular selection. Can we think of someone old school who played on the White Sox, like from the 80s or something? Kevin Mitchell never played on the White Sox. Will Clark never played. I'm thinking of their lineup. Who played on the White Sox back in the day? Juan Uribe? Didn't Juan Uribe play on the White Sox? He played on the Dodgers, Giants. I almost want to say Juan Uribe. That's not 80s, but Jose Uribe never played on the White Sox. AJ Przinsky, Ray Durham, I like that. Melky Cabrera. Let's go with Ray Durham. That should be a low percentage. Let's go with Ray Durham. He's 100%. 6%. We're going for that rarity score. Pirates, Giants, you know it's going to be Barry Bonds is going to be Barry Bonds is going to be number one. We're not going to do Barry Bonds. Let's not do Barry Bonds. Who's that pitcher who started his career with the Giants? He went to the Pirates. He came back. Well, no, wait. Kyle Crick was another one. I was thinking of someone else, but Kyle Crick, that's even better. That's going to be a super rarity score. We're talking 1% right there. Kyle Crick, 1% all day. 0.4% for Kyle Crick. That's how we do that. Kyle Crick. Yeah, Vogie was the first thing into my mind, but that'll be higher. Then I thought of Kyle Crick. I said, we got to go Crick. All day with Crick. Brian Reynolds, that'll be Barry Bonds is going to be like 70%. Mets, Rangers. Who's that fan favorite? The big guy played in the 70s, a bunch of home runs. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he played on the Mets and the Rangers. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. Mets, Rangers. Why can't I think of anybody? Kevin Mitchell never played on the Rangers. Gary Carter never played on the Rangers. Mike Piazza never played on the Rangers. Juan Gonzalez never played on the Mets. I can't think of anybody. Rusty Staub. Oh, yeah, Nolan Ryan. Rusty Staub. Unless I'm tripping on Rusty Staub played. I know he played on the Mets because he was a fan favorite. And I'm almost certain he played on the Rangers. It was like, I don't remember when, but he played on the Rangers. And I think because it was a brief, he played briefly on the Rangers. So I have seen a baseball card of him on the Rangers. Let's go with 1.2%. 1% for Rusty Staub. That's who I was thinking of. Nolan Ryan. Yeah, that's good. We're going for rarity. White Sox, Mets. Bobby Bonilla. Did he play on the White Sox? Yeah, he played on the White Sox. Did he play on the White Sox? I thought he was drafted by the White Sox. Wasn't Bobby Bonilla like drafted by the White Sox? Am I tripping? Got that acid, man. That acid really does wonders. Robin Ventura, Darryl Strawberry. Did I don't know the answer, honestly. I thought maybe Bonilla played on the White Sox. Briefly, I thought he got drafted by the White Sox and he played on the White Sox. I think he did. Why are you messing with me, Logan? Bartolo Colon and Quintana. I was going to say Rafi Palmeiro. We're going to go for Bobby Bonilla because I think we'll have a good rarity score. Maybe like a 3% rarity. Maybe less. I nailed it. 3% rarity. I'm pretty good at picking the rarity. I don't know why. Pirates, Mets. Jerry Kuzman. Mets, White Sox. We got 93 in the chat. Pirates, Mets. Bobby Bonilla is going to be a much higher than 3% there, but we've already used him. Bobby Bonilla, I put him in the Mets, Sox. We're going for the rarity. Pirates, Mets. Wait, there's a catcher. There's a catcher who played on the Pirates in the 80s. And I think he ended up with the Mets. I can't remember his name. Jason Bay. I like it. Jason Bay. Jason Bay is going to be 4.5%. 13%. Okay. Jason Bay, a little bigger. That's okay. That's a good one. There's not in many selections. There was a catcher. I couldn't think of his name. I know there was a catcher in the 80s who played on the Pirates and then he went to the Mets. I can't remember his name. Is that it? I think I was thinking of someone else, but that might be it. That might be very well it. Rangers, Orioles. Okay, Palmeiro, but is there a more rare? White Sox, Orioles. I'm not so good in the American League. White Sox, Orioles. And then Pirates, Orioles. Pirates, Orioles. Yeah, I'm all I got is Rafael Palmeiro. Albert Bell, White Sox, Orioles. Albert Bell. He did play on the Orioles. Didn't he finish his career? Albert Bell, 15%. That's okay. That's not bad. Let's keep our rarities under, at least under 20 if we can. Will Clark. Will Clark is Rangers, Orioles. Oh, Will Clark played on the Orioles. Will Clark played on the Orioles. He went from the Giants to the Rangers, to the Orioles, to the Cardinals. It feels weird that he played on the Orioles. That's weird that he played on the Orioles. But he did, 3%. I forgot that he played on the Orioles. That's so weird. But you're right, he did. He went to the Rangers. Or did he go to the Orioles first? I don't even remember. I think he went to the Rangers first. And then the Orioles. And then, yeah, everyone forgets he was that. You're right, he was in Baltimore. I do vaguely remember that, but I kind of forgot about that. Pirates, Orioles. We got one more. Pirates, Orioles. We're going to have a decent rarity score here. What's a good rarity score? What's a good rarity score? I'm just curious what's like a... Okay, we need one more. Pirates, Orioles. The higher the better, right? For the Orioles, for the rarity score. Or is it lower the better? Thank you so much. We got the Salvation Army Rancho Cordova Core. Let me start thinking of this last one because I thought, Pirates, Orioles. Pirates, Orioles. Pirates, Orioles. That's a toughie. Let's think pitchers. Wait a minute. No. I thought of someone, but that was a spring training invite. I can't think of anybody. I can't think of anyone. Travis Ishikawa? Doug Drabeck? Doug Drabeck, obviously Pirates. Doug Drabeck pitched on the Orioles. I don't remember that. Travis Ishikawa. Oh, Drabeck pitched one game for Baltimore. That's what we're looking for. We're gonna. I'm trusting it. Doug Drabeck. And he was a solid arm back in the 80s, 90s. Doug Drabeck for 0.2%. It was 4%. We got it. We got the rarity score of 49. Okay, lower the better, right? Lower the better. How did they add that up? They just add it all up. 3, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 36, 39, 43, about 49. Yeah, they just added up. Okay, so the lower the better. So the lower the better. We need to get, okay, so I think that's a record. 49 for the rarity score. I wonder if there's a way to see how, yeah, wait a minute. I thought Barry Bonds would easily, he was 39%. Okay. Barry Bonds was 39%. Bonilla 18, Bonilla 15, Ventura. See, I put Bonilla here. Ventura, AJ Przinsky, Jim Thome, Rafael Palmeiro, Max Scherzer, Hunter Pence. We got a very nice rarity score of 49. We can do better, though, next time. We can do better. We can do better. Thank you guys so much for the amazing support. Some good picks here. Hunter Frazier, Rube Waddell. Very nice picks. Doug Drabeck, Travis Ishikawa, J.R. Phillips, the lefty. Backup coach. I know about J.R. Phillips. Yeah, that would have been a good one. I didn't think of him. Thank you for the super chat. Salvation Army Rancho Cordova Corps. 50 gifties from Thomas McCubbin. We got a 25 from D. Porter and a 50 from Jogi Boom. Gracias todos, amigos. And we'll talk to you in the next one.
Here we go, man. You always do. We got Poppin, we got Crawford with the 2 balls. This is how we do this. Peace, I'm out.